Good evening. Thank you for coming. Tonight is our final activity for the kids to showcase some of their work prior to summer vacation. So last year it came in the form of a poetry slam. This year we decided to let the younger kids participate more. So we're going to do a reader's theater and some open mic poetry with the older students. So just so you understand that the older students that are performing, most of them are in a dual credit English course, and they're actually doing this as a part of their assignment. And dual credit basically means they're going to earn college credit and their high school credit, which is a pretty awesome thing to applaud. So let's give them a hand for that. So this is a part of their assignment. And then the other part is that you have scholars in grades as young as first grade and as high as sixth grade doing an open mic, a reader's theater play. And so if you're familiar with reader's theater, the purpose of it is to improve fluency through performance. So yes, they're reading scripts, but in the beginning of practice, they were stumbling through the scripts. So now they can read those scripts fluently. So yes, they have paper because the purpose is fluency, not memorization, okay? All right, so I'm gonna give you to your host, Sister Erica. I don't know where she went. And then immediately after, we'll have snacks, water, cookies, brownies, popcorn, all that great stuff. You can take it and have a great evening.
We're going to start the portion.
Where's
Slam. Okay.
I lost my host. Hold on.
Oh, you looking for me? Good afternoon. Oh, can you hear me? Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? So we're going to start the poetry slam from the original, from Zipporah Carter. She's from the 3rd grade, and it's an original poem. Zippy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zipporah Carter, and I'll be performing a poem called Here I Come. Here I come, the next stage, no matter what my age. I'm ready to take on what's next. Throw any weapon, I'll stand. Leave room for me. I'll be the next one coming to the stage. Everyone gets a turn in life, but it's my time to shine. Here I come.
Give it up for Zipporah Carter again. That's from 3rd grade, her original poem. Now we're going to go off to our next poet, Raquel Berkeley. She's from the 4th grade.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll recite a poem called My Great Year. Ever since I've been here, it's been a great year. You all taught me a lot, like a couple of peas in the pie. Even if it was hard to deal with me, they still had to count to 3. I got a little sad. I was a little mad. Even if it was hard to do it, I really got through it. During this school year, I shed 1 or 2 tears. In the morning, we have a big class. It's called Bible class. People read to get some candy. The candy comes in handy. There is so much I want to tell you about my school year. I faced all my biggest fears. Thank you for listening to my poem. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. It was fun being on the spot. I'll recite another poem called My Teacher. This is from my teacher, Beneba. He carries a stick he really can't pick. When he drops it, Josiah comes after it. Josiah loves that stick. It's even hard for him to pick. Everyone wants to hold it, even Paisley, but we ain't gonna talk about that because she's a daisy. I will say it again. I hope it's true. I dedicate this to Beneba, yes, to you. I hope you enjoyed my poem a lot. Can I hear a cheer for standing here?
All right, all right, all right. Give it up for Raquel Berkeley. Our next poet coming to the stage is Ophelia Fetcher. Frechette, I'm sorry. Don't kill me, you guys.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are feeling fine this wonderful afternoon. You know, it's real hot outside. I'm going to read a poem of mine that I wrote called Oh, Ophelia. My name is the embodiment of wisdom. I look around my environment and it's full of fools. Tools I can use as my stepping stool. Fools that don't worry about the rules of my school. I stare in anger, knowing that they all hate her. My mind is my own to ravage with the fires of my thoughts. I look at my enemies and they have never been taught. I stare in disgust when they must work with us. I light the fire more as I open my eyes to the fuss. The world doesn't care, and they're always in my hair. I burn them all, but to no avail. They drag me, all I can do is flail. My life is in despair, and they are forever in my hair. It's not even a crown, just another thing to pull me down. Thank you.
All right, you guys. All right, you guys, give it up for Ophelia Frechette. I said it correct. All right, our next poet is going to be Azalea Frechette, 11th grade.
Hey everyone. My name is Azalea Frechette. I'm in 11th grade, and this is my poem called Somewhere that I had wrote for my cousin. So, no matter where you are, I'll figure that you're far, but soon you'll disappear from the thoughts of those near. But no matter who cares, I still know you're out there somewhere. I look in the sky, I look in the trees, I look everywhere for you, anywhere to see. But the sky is dark and the grass is stale. Only then I know that you leaving is real. Though the clouds don't flow and the sun doesn't shine, I trust in the Lord that he'll treat you just fine. Thank you.
All right, you guys, give it up for Azalea Frechette. Our next poet coming to the stage is Lourdes Craig.
Hi, my name is Lourdes, and I'm going to be reading a poem. It's untitled, so yeah. Petals engulfed in beauty, the smell immaculate with every breath, vivid colors, red, blue, yellow, purple. As I walk throughout the meadows, I gaze at the stars from among the beds of roses. The stars seem as if they gaze back. We admire each other's beauty. In my heart, I know I will never want to leave this place. My name brings me joy to know that it is matched with the pulchritude of the sunset, a sacred and scarce beauty. I feel as if I stood through the test of time and have written my own narrative in these meadows. As I lay in this field of flowers, I wait.
All right, you guys, give it up for Lourdes Craig. Now, thank you. Now our next poet, Malia Holloway.
I will be doing two poems. The first one will be about colorism, and the second one will be the story of Esther. So here's the first one. Don't blame me for the color of my skin. I'm not white, but I'm still human, right? Red, yellow, brown, black, or white. Just because I'm black, that's the only thing in sight. But I'm light. Yet I still lack privilege. Racism goes a long way, it doesn't take a village. Beginning to hate my skin shouldn't be a must. Crimes against me until I combust. I'm losing trust. All because of the color of my skin. That's all they'll ever see, my melanin. Even my own men with the same complexion treat the beauty of my skin as if it were a sin and it need correction. Look at you, my brother, judging one another by looking at color. What's wrong with the color of my skin? Nothing. Don't blame me for the color of my skin. I'm not white, but I'm still human, right? Red, yellow, brown, black, or white. Just because I'm black, that's the only thing in sight. But I'm light. And this is the second one, is the story of Esther. In ancient Persia's regal court, there lived a maid, rare of comport. Her name was Esther, fair and bright, whose beauty filled with kindled with light. She was an orphan from her youth, placed in her uncle's care and truth. Her kin did train her in the ways of faith and grace throughout her days. For many years she lived in peace, in her own land, her own release, till in the court of Persia's king she rose to heights, a shining thing. King Ahasuerus did decree that queen should be chosen afar be. And so a search was set in store for fair maidens in number 4. Esther was chosen, fair of face, to take her place in that great place. She rose to the throne with beauty rare, and from her people showed great care. But soon the court was in upheaval, for a wicked man did plan evil. Haman's plot was to be exposed by Esther with great courage posed. She risked her life, her queenly grace, to save her people in that place. Through prayer and fasting she did seek God's guidance, and her voice did speak. The king was touched by Esther's plea and blessed her people for all to see. Haman's plan were overturned, and Esther's people were saved unburned. Through faith and courage, Esther rose to save her people from their foes. She exemplified a steadfast love, and in the end, hope rose above. So let us all remember well the story of Esther, and we will tell of courage, faith, and noble deeds that will help us to rise to meet our needs.
Give it up again for Malia Holloway. And now starring, I'm sorry, you guys, a little nervous. Okay, and now we're gonna present Tortoise in the Hair, featuring the Lit Club.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are your narrators.
Once upon a time, deep in the forest, some animal friends lived together in peace and harmony. But sometimes they learned lessons from one another.
This is a new version of the story, Tortoise in the Hair. You will see how animals learn about resilience, the ability to recover after something bad happens.
All the animals began to get the news of the race taking place in 2 days.
Some animals went to Tortoise's house to talk to him about the race. Tortoise and his friends were busy exercising to prepare Tortoise for the big race.
2 porcupines come by to talk to Tortoise.
Meanwhile, at Hare's house, the hare and his friends are busy playing video games and eating carrot fries.
Some other forest animals came by to speak to Tortoise. It was the day of the big race. The forest animals had gathered around the starting line to talk about the rules.
The tortoise and the hare would run one lap around the forest. The first animal to the finish line wins. The animals looked nervous, but Tortoise seemed calm and ready.
Tortoise saw that the hare stopped. He was also hungry, but he was determined to keep going.
The race continued. Hare began running again until he realized all that food had made him a little tired.
But Tortoise kept running. Slowly, he passed up Hare. He was tired, but he wanted to teach Hare a lesson.
Hare had been sleeping for a while until his friends came to look for him.
Hare jumped up and ran with all his strength towards the finish line.
Suddenly, just as Tortoise was about to pass the finish line, he fell to the ground. His small legs just couldn't go anymore.
Hare did not feel like a winner. He did not try hard to win the race.
If Tortoise did not fall down, he would have been the winner. He knew what he had to do. Hooray!
All right, you guys, let's give it up for the Lit Club. Woo! Okay, so now I'm gonna go down the line and we're gonna introduce all the performers today. Tamar Berkeley. Step up, step up. Tamiko Moore. Tamora Moore. Enila Hill. Ezekiel Berkeley. DeAndrew Robertson. Anaya James. Marlasia Williams. Kyla Walker. Nehari Holloway. Heaven McKinley. Rebecca Gray. Christopher Berkeley. Emerson Malone. Judah Carter. Michaela Davis. Timothy Moore. Timon Moore. All right, you guys, let's give it a round of applause for the Lit Club. Bow. And we want to present this. And we also want to give it up for the teacher, her hard work, Miss Anaya.
Thank you for coming, parents. We're going to give you a chance to get a couple of quick photos. They're going to transition to get their stuff, and then we'll have snacks. So give us a moment. Take your pictures, but don't leave.